he says in this email that went out to everyone, like, I got it. I'm like, why is F. Murray Abraham apologizing to me? This is very strange. If you missed our Beau is Afraid review, that is out there in the world. Beau is Afraid is out all over the world, nationwide. So go check that out. We have a spoiler-free review for you. And then we'll come back in a couple of weeks and do a more in-depth live spoiler talk, because there's things we're going to need to work through together. It's group therapy. You and me and Ari Aster.
He needs a lot of group therapy, I want to say, but that's just a hunch based on the movie and nothing else.
Indeed. So we have some news for you. Prosecutors are dropping the involuntary manslaughter charge against Alec Baldwin in connection with the Rust shooting, the fatal shooting of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the set of the Western Rust. So they have some more information. New shit has come to light, as they say. And apparently the gun that he held had been tweaked, had been tampered with.
Right. They changed the trigger or something, is what I read.
And so it indicates that, like, he couldn't have known that, they say. And so that charge has been dropped. Doesn't mean that they can't revisit that, but that does not exist now. The armorer is still charged.
Okay, well, that's fair, I think.
Right, so we will follow all of that. Disney and Victoria Alonso have settled their dispute over her departure. She was fired after 17 years, and it depends on who you ask as far as why that is. Disney says that it's because she went to work on the Oscar-nominated Argentina 1985, which they say was a breach of her contract with Disney to go work for a different studio.
Her non-compete clause, yeah.
Right. She's saying that, like, no, there's stuff they wanted me to take out of Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, which would get rid of the gay content, which certain countries won't show your movie if it has that. I don't recall what is the gay stuff in Quantumania.
I've already forgotten. I know there was some brief something, and I've seen so many movies since then, Christy, I can't remember anymore.
I thought you might know. I thought you had like a special storage space in your brain
would think,
for controversial
right?
gay content.
Usually I do, but somehow that one slipped out of the room. Yeah, and I think her attorney said something along the lines of, like, this is a story that she'll tell later, which I guess means that whatever part of this agreement is that she's not being bound to any non-disclosure agreements with Disney. So if she wants to tell all, she can tell all, I guess.
Right. There's also the discussion out there that part of why she left is because, like, visual effects artists were seriously overworked. And so that's why things like the effects on Quantumania don't look as good as other stuff. We've seen that in some of the more recent Disney Plus series where the effects look kind of shoddy, like She-Hulk, for example.
Yeah,
looks like crap. And so
this has been an ongoing discussion about how studios treat effects houses and what kind of turnarounds they expect, and for what kind of money, and it is building to a head. And if this isn't the thing that pushes it to the brink, I think something else will very soon.
Right. So we'll have to follow that. There's a trailer out now for Fast X, a new trailer which shows more crazy stuff that they are doing.
All right, dorks, what are we blowing up? What? The Vatican? Wow, you guys are going to hell.
The big action set piece looks like it's a ripoff of Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's like a giant roundy ball that's a bomb, and they've got to outrun it in their cars. There's also a crazy thing that Vin Diesel does on, like, the Hoover Dam, where, like, he drives down the Hoover Dam as two 18-wheelers are crashing into each other in a fiery ball of flames.
Didn't we already do the giant thing with the safe in 5?
Right. Well, the safe, that whole scene is the reason that Jason Momoa exists.
Right. No, I understand. Yeah, it's his origin story.
Right. Everyone gets one. So he gets one too. So yes, that May 19th, that comes out. We will review it as soon as we possibly can for you. I know you are excited about this. I am too. There is indeed Helen Mirren in this movie. So for that alone, we need to go see it. F. Murray Abraham has apologized for some sexual misconduct allegations on the set of the series Mythic Quest, which I have not seen. Have you?
I have not. Yeah, I mean, I think we've been running into this thing where like actors of a certain generation are still a little slow in figuring out what you can't say to people anymore, or I don't know the specifics here. I don't know what he's being accused of or what he apologized for, but we've been seeing this quite a bit from actors of a certain generation who have been finding it difficult to adjust to what the new normal is for sets where people feel safe.
Right. So he says in this email that went out to everyone, like, I got it. I'm like, why is F. Murray Abraham apologizing to me? This is very strange.
Christy, I just wanted to let you know.
I'm so sorry. So it was about like inappropriate joking on set. And I guess he had been warned once and then did it again. And so I think you're right. Like, it's a certain age where things were okay a long time ago and are not now. And maybe there's also like an arrogance that comes with being a veteran performer like that, where you think like the rules don't apply. And so someone warned you and you're like, yeah, sure. Yeah. I'll take care of that. Right.
Yeah.
So maybe that's what that is. So he was fired from this series, which I've never seen. Let us know if Mythic Quest is a good show. Rob McElhenney and Charlie Day are behind it. So maybe it's fun. Pixar's Elemental will close out the Cannes Film Festival. We haven't heard anything yet about screenings, have we?
Have not. I've certainly asked. Big Disney presence this year. They're premiering Indy and they're premiering the new Pixar. So they're going to be all over the Quasette this year.
All the splashy stuff. Yes. Netflix is officially ending its red envelope distribution process.
End of an era.
Right? Isn't that strange? Do you know what the first movie was that went out in an envelope?
I don't.
It was Beetlejuice.
Okay.
In 1998. It's a little bit of trivia for you. Video Killed the Radio Star is the first MTV video. Beetlejuice is your first movie that went out in a red envelope. The last envelopes will go out in the mail on September 29th.
Wow.
Interesting. Strange. Did you ever get them? I don't think I ever had a Netflix subscription like that.
Oh, I totally did.
Did you?
Yeah,
Okay.
for a long time. In fact, for a while, I had a Netflix subscription and this company called Green Cine that I don't even know if they're around anymore that also did DVDs in the mail. Like when I was doing the Christmas book, because I was trying to find stuff that I couldn't necessarily find at what few video stores remain in Los Angeles. So if y'all have never seen it, Google Joanna Wilson Netflix dress. She made an entire dress out of Netflix red envelopes. It's pretty amazing.
Anyway, so that is, definitely end of an era. And I'm actually surprised to know that the mail subscription service still exists in any form, but
that's how Netflix started.
It does, yes. And then the blue check marks are gone, Alonso. You and I are no longer part of the cultural elite on Twitter. We don't have our blue check marks. Elon Musk warned us on 420. On 420, we're taking away your blue check marks. And they are indeed gone. But if you look under your notifications, it still divides things into like verified and all. And so you can still see there's still like a shadow blue check mark, the deep state in Twitter. So
I love that somebody basically took the Sneetches, or they were getting the stars on their belly or having the stars removed and sort of turning it into blue checks. It's just kind of, it's not, there is some comparison to what we have going on here. So now you have, unless you are like Stephen King or LeBron James, yes, if you had an earned blue check, it has been taken away. Some journalists, I think some get a gold check now or something. But beyond that, now everybody who has a blue check is somebody who bought one, and any idiot can buy one. And by that I mean like actual gross, sites that shared misinformation during Hurricane Sandy, for instance, now have a blue check so they can look all legit while they're, sowing chaos.
Well, Elon Musk bought the blue check for LeBron, is subsidizing LeBron's blue check like he needs it, like he wants it. So we don't have a blue check anymore, but I promise you guys, we are always us.